Hey buddies, welcome to Video Games Awesome Live. This is episode 5 of Disco Elysium.
You didn't do your face.
I didn't do it on the last episode. I was going to do it not at the beginning of the show, and then I just forgot. So let's just get it out of the way so I have a good thumbnail on YouTube and get some dollars. There we go. That'll be my face for the thumbnail. Looks like I'm enjoying the game.
Yeah, totally. Did it?
Did
I was
it?
making a face.
I don't
too,
know. Yeah, Becky was making a face too. Did it look like we were enjoying the game? I want to make sure we were enjoying the game in the thumbnail. Good. They seem to like it.
Good.
So, all right, I should.
Oh yeah, we dreamt.
I'm not sure I can actually see.
It looks like the game broke you.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to see. I was gonna start this episode with going through my missions and just getting but yeah, we're in a dream world right now after our first day, so looks like I have to kind of do what the game wants me right now. But I can't click whatever this is that they want me to click. So I'm gonna wander around.
We still have our bag of bottles.
Guess I'm gonna go see the body. Yeah, whatever this is down here. Yeah, we're collecting bottles in our sleep like a true hobo. Yeah, whatever this is, I can't click it. It doesn't even highlight anything, and then it just... Alright, so I'm just gonna go up here. Look very authentic, good. Oh, a disco ball.
Party.
Oh no.
Oh shit, it's us.
Naked on my first day of school?
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
Just gonna turn it up a little bit in our studio. And that voice is back. Yeah. Okay. What is this? I remember nothing. I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die. I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
We had a wife?
Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are. You said who? I left. I was left. You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs between her legs and in her mouth?
What? I left?
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left.
What is going on
But
outside?
you just stood there with
I do
one
know.
hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go.
What's outside?
It's recycling day, and they park outside of our house to crush
They're doing the entire
bottles.
crushing routine right now as the show starts. They park outside of our house to do their whole bottle crushing, which is usually great entertainment, but not when you're doing a
The
show.
kiddies and I usually like to watch
Yeah.
it together.
All right.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
How do I get a voice like that?
Ugh. So good.
I need to take up smoking.
Or yell a lot into a pillow.
Just every single
Just
day.
destroy your throat.
Ravage my
Yeah.
vocal cords.
They're also collecting tear.
Yeah. I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me.
It's me talking to me.
You failed Elysium.
So that's presumably our voice with
Wow.
a noose around it. That's how you do it.
Oh, Fraser, no.
I just have to take up autoerotic asphyxiation.
Do it with a partner if you're gonna do it.
It's not as much fun that way. What is Elysium? I've seen you before. I can come back from this. Wait, I need to know what Elysium is.
Yeah.
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
What's wrong?
His voice sounds like...
Yeah, I know. The famous actor.
Yeah, who...
Don DeLuise, not Don DeLuise.
From...
Birdcage.
Birdcage.
Yeah.
Oh...
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
They seem to know what it is. David Lewis.
That's his name.
I've seen you before?
No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
Limbic system says stinky boy. My mind is tired and broken. Help me? I'm sorry? Help me.
Help you? Why? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin sleep-like state. More glass than velvet. Grinding in your head.
Somebody said they didn't see the link. I just realized I didn't tweet it out.
Oh.
Anybody who wants to remind me of that if I ever miss it, I appreciate that. Rarely, but I sometimes forget to tweet out. I'll go ahead.
I think they're done outside.
Yeah. Hooray.
You got the YouTube alert first.
No, that's not who we think this is, guys. We were talking about the birdcage. But yes, he does have a little bit of that from Fargo. The Shane
yeah.
Wizard. A little bit, yeah.
Is his name Harvey?
But Becky's talking about the guy from the birdcage, the partner of Nathan Lane's partner. Wait,
Nathan
no.
Lane's brother?
Wait a minute. Is he in the birdcage?
He's in Mrs. Doubtfire, right?
He's in Mrs. Doubtfire. Are we crossing the two? Anyways, he's a guy with a very gravelly voice and often plays gay characters. I'm not sure if the actor is gay. I just know that he often played gay characters. Disco Elysium.
Shit, he's not in the birdcage? Yeah, the makeup guy.
Interesting. I can see him in the birdcage, but maybe he wasn't.
Me too.
My mind made him into.
It's Harvey for sure. Harvey Fierstein? Okay.
Okay, here we go then. Back to it.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
I think this is the same. That's the same voice actor.
Oh yeah, totally.
That I have to say, you have to reach to criticize this game, but I do wish that the primary narrator put on a little bit more of a change in inflection when he changes between cards, like that. Like that's the same voice actor, but he just kind of
went high.
Went a little
Tried
higher.
to do falsetto with a deliciously low voice.
They said that some of the physically aggressive voices for the main narrator, he sometimes gets a little bit more like different, but like yeah, I'd like to see a little more variety from him. Just saying. Showing I nitpick even games I'm loving. God, there's another type. Okay.
Of hangover.
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before.
Oh, God.
Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
It reminds me a bit of Moriarty. I think he's my favorite fucking actor like in a long time.
Oh
Favorite
my
new
God,
actor.
from
I want to see him in
Sherlock?
so many
What's
things now.
his name?
Yeah, Moriarty
should
from the new
know it.
Sherlock. Oh my God, he's just so good.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Huh.
This is his only VA role?
Not this guy, but the main narrator.
Yeah.
Makes sense. He's just doing one voice. It's probably his voice.
Andrew Scott is the name of Moriarty.
I love him.
Andrew Scott, thank you.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Maybe it's just...
Good
Oh,
going,
thank God.
buddy.
Oh my God, what the hell was this? I just had the most beautiful dream, uplifting, rejuvenating. So much better than the real world where I'm sad and depressed.
Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell's going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Nah, that's not it. I feel super good, really.
That's not
Don't worry
really
about me.
true.
I'm sorry for making you worry
Your
about
heart
me.
has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster.
Oh,
Time
is this
to
why
get
we're
some
getting
more.
punished? Because we took the drugs.
Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
Wait, what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor?
He was in Fleabag as the hot priest. What's
And he was in
Fleabag?
Black Mirror?
Yeah. He was the guy in the car who has a Facebook profile. He wants to talk to the... Well, it's not Facebook in that.
Oh my God.
He wants to talk to the founder of the fictional Facebook.
Huh.
And he contacts him and he's meditating.
Oh.
And the whole thing is like it's a hostage situation.
Right. I don't remember.
He's pretty good in it. He plays a very different character. He's a great actor. Anyways.
You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die. Don't be silly. There was no vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple.
I need to get more of it then. I have no choice. Oh, I'm not going to look for speed. I don't want speed. It makes me feel bad.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then.
I love that
You will be fired.
your inner cravings won't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
It keeps trying to convince you. Who am I kidding? Of course I want some speed. That's a lie. I can do it without speed. Half the town won't be dead. I can't let down Kim. I'm sorry, cop, and I feel so sorry.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
I'm feeling like doing less drugs
Yeah.
and less alcohol in this. I feel like I just want to be sorry. So I'm going to get a little bit away from the crazy play on this. Maybe that'll be a different playthrough.
Okay.
We dabbled in it out of naivete,
Yeah.
The
but
bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours.
No time to rest. Okay. So there should be bottles in the bathtub, right? But I can't highlight the bathtub
that's
anymore.
weird.
That used to be like a bonanza.
Yeah. Can we open the door and
A mirror hangs on the
Talk to
bathroom
Tim.
wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
We have two things we can try here. To stop the expression, that requires high
17.
electrochemistry. So, like, if you invest in electrochemistry, you can stop making the expression, which I'm assuming means doing enough drugs to get rid of it. I think that we become, like, this is our uncomfortable, sad, smiles at all costs self, but only when we do drugs to become cool and able to stop the
Okay.
expression. Our standard Weird die helps us a bit there somehow, and knowing the origin of the expression helps us as well.
Wait.
But it's still very hard to do this.
it's not 17, it's
It's an 18 chance, which
minus
is
4, minus 3.
yeah,
So it's actually 11?
but only with 2 die we have to roll it. So we have to roll a 12 basically to get that. I think. Anyways, whatever. It doesn't matter. They give us as a
I
percentage.
love-
Why
I
does
love
it
doing
matter?
that.
Interfacing 2, we can tool not in hand. What is this for? Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop
Oh,
stream from
man.
fogging up the mirror. Oh, so maybe we can get a better look at ourselves.
If we get chain cutters. Do we have chain cutters? We do have chain
Yes.
cutters.
Why would chain cutters fix a leaky faucet? Anyways, I don't
You've
know.
never
things.
cleaned or fixed a leaky faucet, have you?
I might have asked Kyle once.
Actually, we might have. We definitely have not.
That's not something I ever want to do.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Here we go.
In
17%
it,
chance.
Your face,
I can do this.
That's
adorned
good.
Wait,
with the expression.
I have different gloves I could put on too. No, I have the right gloves on. I thought I wore the other gloves. All right,
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
12%
In it,
chance.
your
17.
face.
Here we go.
Adorned with the expression.
Fix this faucet.
The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
Oh well. All right. Maybe I can try clicking this again today.
The fan stands still. The switch must be the lights are on.
You monster.
What am I gonna do?
Turn the lights off when you leave the house. That's what you're gonna do.
Let's go see our good buddy.
Okay.
Can't. That's weird. Can't even interact with the door.
The door is closed.
I've tried so many times to talk to her again.
Whoa.
Whoa, this place is awesome.
Yeah.
It's a proper cafe.
Hey, Kim's down here. We can talk to him now. Good morning.
Morning.
It gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union must have turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Why do we need to talk to them? What do you mean rowdy? I got these men. Are these men Garte told us about yesterday? What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCA being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Why do we need to talk to them?
A lot of things point to the dock workers union. The circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information. Actually, that's not a lot of things. We should have dug up more yesterday. Still, we need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
There's so many. Maybe we should call for help.
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Are these men Garte told us about
I
yesterday?
completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
So Gart is the bartender?
No, he's the cafeteria manager.
Alright, let's roll.
One more thing
But yes.
before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
We have bottles to
Yes.
sell.
Yeah, that is our priority first. Hi, Grandma.
Just a moment.
She turns back to the cafeteria manager.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
Appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
She turns back
I'm
to
glad
you
to
with a
see you
weird
again,
smile.
dear.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
What's kicking? Good day, ma'am. Everything. Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why do you need to use it?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed.
Who's we?
Morel, my husband,
Right.
and Gary were supposed
Gary?
to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
You hear that? Someone's missing. There could be foul play afoot.
I love missing persons cases.
That's right. Now skip the foreplay. Time to dive into the dark alleys. Start shaking down the usual suspects. You know, legwork. Doing some good will alleviate the hangover. At least you're of use to someone.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
Tell me more about morale, looks, character, your relationship. About your pin.
I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket.
I decided not to pawn it. It's terrible. It's not worth enough. So here, have it back.
Oh, thank you, dear. I confess I am
I'm
glad
we
to
gave
see it
back
again.
to her.
A hobo gave you back your keepsake. That's how little your memento is worth.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie?
Was this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Like a praying mantis?
Maybe.
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday.
I think praying mantis are one
What
of the
could be
most...
keeping them?
Never have sex with a praying mantis.
I will... Yeah.
Don't,
Yeah.
because they'll bite your head off.
They
after.
are one of the scariest species. Honestly,
so?
I think most spiders are less scary than praying mantis. There's something about them that's just fucking fucked up, man. And have you ever had one cling to you?
Yeah. They're like,
It's like weird. Kind of
not
hurts.
sharp, but like it's almost like
They're grabbing really hard. They grab
like
real
hooks
hard.
like that.
Yeah. It's not a nice feeling.
Yeah.
Spiders
I'm
are
trying to
gentle
describe
compared to
it.
them.
I think they're super cool though.
They're
Because
cool.
they're terrifying. Like you don't know they're there, and then all of a sudden, that is actually an animal.
They might be more evil
Well, an
than
insect.
reptiles. Like
think so?
they look like they're so cold and calculating, but like robotic. They're like, similar to sharks.
The fat flower ones are really pretty. Oh, that's true actually.
All right. Spiders mean enough, friends. Better respect their hustle.
The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it?
The waterlock on the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Do you trust Gary?
So because we looked at that yesterday, we can say this now. Otherwise, we'd have to go
Right.
investigate first. Wait, who's this Gary person? Do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
The waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
I don't know.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful to both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
You
I
didn't
hate
do
to
anything,
ask,
Kim.
but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
You know what was considered? Sorry, diatribe time. Left field science.
What?
What is it called again?
Good story, Becky.
MDN. What is the stuff that they're using on the vaccine? rDNA or is it mDNA? What is the shit that's going in there? Anyways,
I think it's rDNA.
injecting people with that shit was considered left field and useless. And I
Really?
saw
How long
it was an
ago?
article in the New York Times is like this woman's entire career. RNA, yeah. Her and a colleague, a male colleague, these two of them were dedicated to it, obsessed with it. mRNA. Anyways, obsessed with it. And just like, we're just always scrounging to get grants, scrounging to get lab space. And most of their colleagues and most like prolific scientists, which academia is a fucking diva cult. Like they have superstars among scientists and like think they're hot shit and like constantly discredit other scientists who clearly just saved the world in a way.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, so was obsessed with it and just kept working on it.
And if
Taking,
you
like,
see him,
no pay.
Let him know Lena's
Sorry.
waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
So anyways, thanks to the stick-to-itiveness of an obsessed scientist.
Cool.
But think about, like, it makes me think about all the other science out there that gets, like, shot down because it's not, like, sexy or profitable immediately. Profitable. And how, like, all these other asshole scientists out there are just doing, like,
I'm trying to remember there was a Japanese scientist who was doing tons of research, but in Japan they weren't funding him, so he ended up having to go to the States. Do you remember this story? It was something that, like, has helped out recently as well. I'm sure it happens so often, though. You have to, like, prove that it's interesting, and you'll somehow come up with a breakthrough.
Yeah, and as they were just saying in there that basically the acceleration and the trials of this thing that would have taken probably like another decade or two to see this stuff actually used legitimately has now been accelerated to the point where we just shaved off like all that time,
Right.
and now it's going to start being applied to things like flu vaccine and
Wild,
like
eh?
other like HIV potentially could be cured by this. And it's like kind of like when a war happens, it's like war is horrible, but it
pushes
accelerates technology so
and
much.
sciences.
Out of necessity, they just
Yeah.
like cut all the corners.
Yeah.
Anyways, if I see him, I'll let him know that you're here. When or if I get there. Yeah, sure.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
I'm just sorry. So your husband's some kind of scientist? Tell me more about Morale. Looks character. Yeah, I need to know what he looks like.
Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What does your husband look like? How long have you been married? What does he look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his
Mine is
eyes
slightly
are
sad.
always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
Just like me. How hot is he? On a scale of me to Kim.
Ooh.
Please don't get me involved.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Let's try it again. If I were to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
So we're looking for a little tubby.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear
Cool.
on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, just in case.
Cool.
How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn.
What?
Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less.
You guys are
this milestone's
baby
even more
relationship.
somehow.
Yeah.
We've been together 19 years. We win,
I
lady.
thought it was over 20.
No, man.
How did the two of you meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
So yeah, these checks that are invisible, that don't require a die roll, is just like it's like I think you just have to have your number in that above a certain amount. There's no die roll. It's just like, do you
Or-
have 5?
Right.
Like,
Or are some of these like you always get this dialogue?
no,
or
I
is
don't think
everything
so.
attributed to a number?
I think these are invisible if you don't get them. They just don't show up. Whereas the die roll ones you get to see even if you don't have the stats, and then you can retry them later. I don't know on console, but on PC you can mouse over these ones.
So yes, it is a roll. You're right.
Really? So my guess was wrong. I think I have all the information I need. Let's move on.
I hope I've been useful.
Tell me more about this rare insect.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
I said tell me!
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but
Ah yes, Phasmatodia, a diverse group of insects whose bodies resemble twigs, leaves, that sort of thing.
Cool.
Ghost insects.
It is
It
a
could be a
praying
praying
mantis.
mantis, yeah.
Oh yeah. Here comes the interesting.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insular Indian coast. Hence its name, the Insular Indian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
She looks at you in the eye and nods thoughtfully.
To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of Gnome of Giroma, would you?
I smell pseudoscience, he's thinking. Not a big fan of that.
Me either.
It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Establishment. I thought so.
Why would somebody be working in zoological bug pseudoscience? That doesn't make sense. I understand science that applies to humans. Why pseudoscience exists is to sell snake oil, but why? What makes you think the phasmid is around here? Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years, centuries even.
What makes you think phasmids is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
So newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have.
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insular Indian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Okay, what's so special about the bug then?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special.
Her face flushes with embarrassment.
Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
So your husband is some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
He sounds unimpressed.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious.
I mean, platypus was probably in that category for a while. I mean, wait. No, it wasn't. People didn't think it didn't exist, but people thought it wasn't real when it was introduced to them in Europe.
Really?
When one was brought back, they thought that a prank was being played.
Really?
Yes, they thought that the guy who was studying it and showing it had sewed a bunch of animals together. They didn't believe it.
Crazy.
Searching
They called
for
him a
such
quack.
species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless. And frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids. All right. Please tell me about some of the cool ones.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Alien, I'd like to hear about some more of the cryptids you studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One.
You get
This won't
one.
turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Okay, Kim, just one little cryptid, I
Yeah.
promise.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture.
He's treating us like a child.
Cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids.
Our horny Gene wants in.
Ooh, tough choice there.
Okay, what's the biggest? What's the tiniest? What's the most dangerous? Are there any invisible cryptids? This has been educational. What do I want to know? Biggest, tiniest, dangerous, or invisible? Invisible's boring if you can't see it. I want to know about the biggest one.
How did it hide if it was so big?
Yeah. Am I one?
That would be the giant of Kokonura.
she says as if it's common knowledge.
The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonura desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
Wait, what do you mean strange light? And just how big is it? What do you mean strange light?
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
She doesn't elaborate on the nature of the luminance further. And how big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
That's big.
Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonura is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Hui. No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support.
People think that the biggest shark from prehistoric times still exists. They want it to, so badly. And they're saying it just went down, like, it was the whole premise for the fucking movie, shark movie that came out a while ago. Where it comes back, the megalodon. That's just been in the trench. But there's absolutely nothing could allow it to exist in the trench.
Terrifying.
It couldn't at all. Giant Kokonura must be. What was the reason? They said, barring all of the things about its like physiological makeup that make it impossible to exist at that depth, take all that away, it still doesn't make sense because they produce so many teeth. We would be finding them constantly. Even if one existed down in that trench, we'd constantly be getting those teeth showing up in the ocean. All right.
There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Okay, this is hooey. But my character doesn't think that.
Great. This is great shit. You need more. Gravity anomaly. Digging it.
What's-
Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
What's the time?
Wait, we told Ken we'd only do one.
But he'd stop me if I think he really wants more. I think he'll stop me.
Is it gonna make him upset? And are
don't
you
know.
okay with that?
I'm excited. What's
Hey,
the tiniest?
You promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
Right. Okay.
Don't you want to hear
But
about enough?
don't you want to hear about more?
The lieutenant pauses thoughtfully. Something in him breaks.
He does.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more.
Yes.
Well, the smallest cryptid is the Cryobacter catlensis, a unicellular bacterium. It was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Katla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago. The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history. Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study. No doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
You mean there's an immortal geologist wandering the world? I don't understand. Why would you prolong your life? Being alive is terrible. I intend to live forever too, as a symbol. She was preparing for the end times. She wanted to witness the record of the Twilight proceedings and record the immortal bacteria, immortal geologist? That's too wild. You mean there's a immortal geologist wandering the world?
Yes, and she's quite mad too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
This woman's nuts.
I thought we'd agreed on just one cryptid, sweetie.
But.
Just two more, Lena, pretty please.
Can't say no to that. Well, the smallest
Oh, it's funny
cryptid
because
is
I've already
the
gone into this, but it like
Triobacter
queued that up again.
Yeah, weird.
Michanu disappeared
I just wanted to know
shortly
about.
after
She
injecting
injected herself with
the
it.
Yes. The bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
It's actually a little hard to see. But do go on.
Immortal bacteria, immortal geologist. That's just too wild.
Wild, yes. Impossible? No. Although, everything has a price, sweetie.
Are you trying to mansplain me?
After Michanu treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became, we can assume
Alright.
that she has been
What's the
living
most
somewhere in the
dangerous one?
wilderness, the gnome of Jeroma.
Uh-oh. She pauses for effect. This is what Kim just mentioned.
Uh-huh.
That sounds terrifying. Yeah, it sounds terrifying to me. Gnomes!
Oh, yes. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
What does it look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with wet fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at.
That's actually... Pearl's gonna ask a geologist, my geologist boyfriend. Oh, I thought you just had a geologist. I'm
My
gonna
geologist.
ask my geologist next week when I go for my meeting if he can get me the immortal bacteria. It's funny because that rDNA shit, they actually think it might have some implications into stopping aging to some extent.
Whoa.
There's so many things in our cells that scientists don't understand why they start to break down. There's no reason why they do. They're like, we start to get old, but we don't know why. We have no idea why the cells just start to say no. And they think they might one day be able to be like, hey, no, flick that switch, stop it. Yeah, crazy.
I want to age.
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay. You go ahead.
Okay.
I don't want to live forever, but I don't want to age. I can't get out of bed in the morning.
Sometimes
It
I
hurts.
can't either.
I got a long beard. All gnarled up like this. It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and protruding forehead and an ungainly little thing. Quite scary to look at.
A couple of campers found it when it was already dying.
Oh,
They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of this very little species?
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom. Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
She says mostly to herself.
Alas, always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overly convenient?
Stop being so skeptical. This is fun.
Sure, a perfectly good explanation. It dissolved in its own venom. Go on then. Ask about more gnomes or whatever.
Are there any invisible cryptids?
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
You're right, Kim. It's childish, but I need to know. Shh, Kim. She's gonna tell me about the invisible cryptid. What is it?
It's the Kokonura d'Aqua. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Kokonura is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
That's really a cool concept.
Kokonura d'Aqua can also be translated as a whisper light and low.
Comment on the giant cryptid. There are theories that entire nebula could be living. Like, what is an organism if not a system of like synapses, that's all we are, firing back and forth, interacting with each other.
Or not.
How could an entire galaxy or nebula not be a living organism?
Pigs.
But because of the speed of light, it would be very slow thinking, taking eons to formulate even a semblance of what we do in a thought. Just the way that insects live fast and die quick. We seem like that to them, glacial speed. And this is even crazier. This is too deep. Yeah.
Cool.
You should watch a video called "The History of the Universe."
No.
It's pretty good at explaining. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Fraser.
It's pretty cool.
Maybe they're interested.
Yeah. A whisper, light and low. Could it be here? Right now? What evidence is there of this animal being a sound? Why is Mama Daka so afraid of us? Interesting. What about... Okay. Could it be right here, right now?
They're
It
interested.
could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights.
Why is it afraid of us?
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction. They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mamadakwas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
Noise canceling headphones. We're gonna be rich.
This lady really should be a teacher. She's really good at the explaining things thing. Psst. They cancel each other out. Psst.
Thank you, Encyclopedia. They cancel each other out.
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
Oopsies.
She's so calm considering her husband is missing.
Great regret washes over her. A wending cloth.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Mamadakwa population anywhere.
Haha, that's a funny word.
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability. I like the story, though, man.
I'm glad you did, dear.
A whisper, light and low.
Yes, that's another translation. They're both quite lovely, aren't they? Although the low part is a little ironic. The Mamadakwa makes, or rather is, such a high-pitched sound that other animals, including humans, can't hear it. It could be everywhere all of the time, and we wouldn't know.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
Corpuscle. What's the evidence?
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 1920s, a group of Areopagi ornithologists, that is, scientists who
I don't
study
know
birds,
anything.
went playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the
Oh,
Ea mountain
songbirds.
range. They noticed
Nod eagerly.
certain scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves.
Wow.
Transforms, when speaking about these strange animals, into a confident woman.
They realized that they had discovered
Wow,
a new
I just said-
species and called it the Mamadakwa, after the Paracanasian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent.
Oh, like Alanis Morissette. Wow.
They grew quite obsessed with these little birds.
Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them.
Did you ever see that movie, Dogma?
No. Like Alanis Morissette?
They're like on. It's an absurdist tale. I think it's a road trip to find God,
Oh.
and they find God, and it's Alanis Morissette.
What?
Sorry, spoilers.
Oh my god.
And then she just stares at them, and then she suddenly opens her mouth, and then like, I forget what happens.
Ooh.
So there you go.
You don't remember what God said when she opened her mouth?
But that's the thing. I'm not sure they could hear it. She just opens her mouth wide, like in an Alanis Morissette giant
She has
mouth
a huge
way.
mouth.
Yeah, and like, I don't know if they hear anything. Anyways, name them!
Sequester, Time, Joscan. Those are but some of the Mamadakwa they followed individually.
I know all of these words.
What about what?
This has been educational.
Of course, dear.
I'd really like to hear more about cryptids.
To hell.
Okay.
Of course, officers.
That's it.
Of course, dear.
That's all for now, ma'am.
I bet she calls us sweetie. Okay, good. She called us sweetie too many times.
Hey, something's going on here. Huh?
Kingdom
Ah.
conscience.
So we were baking this in the old noggin, and
The kingdom of conscience will be exactly as it is now. Moralists don't really have beliefs. Sometimes they stumble on one, like on a child's toy left on the carpet. The toy must be put away immediately, and the child reprimanded. Centrism isn't change, not even incremental change. It is control over yourself and the world. Exercise it. Look up at the sky, at the dark shapes of the coalition airships hanging there. Ask yourself, is there something sinister in moralism? And then answer, no. God is in his heaven. Everything is normal on earth.
moralist dialogue options heal one morale. So this is a sort of like a political philosophy, basically. Being a moralist is a centrist. It's not about radical change, but it is about change over time, for the better, for humankind. It's a pacifistish type of thing, kind of. Learning cap for volition is raised, so we'll get more willpower if we want it. But we already have that. Like, we have tons, because we already put so many points into psyche. Learning cap for logic raised. So we had both of these already maxed out, pretty much 2-5 anyways. This basically does nothing for us. We could unequip this if we wanted, but it'll cost us a point. Unfortunately, we were curious what it would do for us. The only thing that it gives us is healing some morale when we talk about this. And it takes a slot. We might want to get rid of that. But you guys told us that it costs us a skill point to unequip these things. To forget them.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It also costs
Rickman
us...
is also in Dogma.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's some big Dogma fans down there.
It also costs us a skill point to unlock a new set of 3, so probably that's the best spending in the short term until we feel like, I bet you the next row costs way more, so maybe that'll be worth it later. But for now, we'll probably just unlock the next row. Yeah, whatever. It gives us all bonuses. There's no downside to this, so.
Okay. It only unlocks 1 slot, not 3.
Yeah, Dogma was one of those movies. There was like,
Everyone was in Dogma?
insane cast, yeah. Kind of like Wag the Dog, or there's a bunch of movies from that era that were like that fucking... Was that the racing for... It had Mr. Bean in it. They all wanted money. It was a remake of an old film. Doesn't matter. Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Chris Rock. Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Oh, it's a skill point per
Rat
slot. Shit. Rat Race, yeah. Not a good movie, but... Morale, cryptid, find him. Alright, we need to find him. So here's the stuff we got going on, guys. There's hidden ones. I can't even... Yes, they're really hidden. They're down there. Sing karaoke is the thing we want to do. but we need to get a sad song on tape. And we want to sing it in the evening when there's people in the bar. Play it on the boombox, memorize the lyrics. That's what we need to do. Because we have a boombox now, so we just need to find a tragic tape. Find booze and drink it. This will make this will make us happy.
Always. Because
your hangover feels bad and we need something to take the edge off. The magic will happen. Yeah, okay.
Did you get it whenever I was saying, when you said karaoke?
What'd you say?
And I said,
yeah.
It's a good song.
Inspect the body hanging in the back of the... Okay, that's the main.
Obs.
That's funny that it just appears down here like this little footnote, even though that's supposed to be the entire point of the game. The pissing competition. Apparently there was a pissing match between Precinct 41, yours, and Precinct 57. Ask him about this after the initial inspection of the dead body. Maybe we should do that today, just to move things along a little bit main story-wise. And now
maybe after we sell our...
Yes, that's the priority. But we have now found new motivation to actually proceed with things. Our characters developed organically. At first we thought we were kind of like completely footloose, didn't care about anything, a wild card. But I'm starting to reel them in a little bit, make them still very pathetic. But... You know, and also still a bit of a wild card. Like, I'm going to throw punches at giant men to see if things...
Pathetic hobo cop.
Yeah, pathetic hobo cop. A little bit of a wild card, but we're not going to go full-blown insane with him. Like, I think I'm going to reel in that tie that talks, and maybe that'll be a different playthrough. And maybe a full insane playthrough.
Cool. We are maturing as a person.
But now we're starting to really come around. Like, I'm really loving Kim, and I kind of want to, like, do it for him. So, like, we're trying to, like... Just picture this guy constantly, anytime he does something on the right course, as like being like looking at Kim and being like, but he still also has a childlike brain that is super interested in that custom dye we ordered and like cursed buildings and missing scientists.
And we are still Kuno's
And we're
bitch.
totally Kuno's bitch because he's so pathetic.
Yeah.
Anyways. Who made a call reporting the crime? Something we also need to search for.
Okay.
And it's desperately, despite lacking in obvious leads, this might take some time, yeah. So keep searching for the caller. Could have been anyone. Track down your badge. Could be anywhere. Miracles happen, says. Maybe you'll just stumble across it. Track down your gun. Someone bought it from the pawnbroker. We pawned it. We know that now. And then someone came in and talking... If the pawnbroker is to be believed, very much like the skull, the girl up on the Cindy, who's overlooking the pier.
It's who we think has it.
That's who we think has it. Pick up dice from the and she has been very menacingly saying, kind of almost death-threatening type things at Joyce, the rich woman on the boat.
Yeah.
Pick up dice from the dice maker. That's easy. We'll just go do it. Add even more beauty to the wall. We saw a wall that, like, against 33-1 odds, we were able to conceptualize or get inspiration to paint on. And now we actually also have a paintbrush to do so.
Yes, please, Kokonura.
Joyce's info on the lynching, she'll only give it to us if we investigate drug running within the, among the lorrymen. And we've only talked to one.
And she knows that we haven't talked to them all.
Yeah. Just keeping an eye, because she's with a company that kind of like a powerful-ish company that like runs legitimate business through this pier, and they want it stopped, the bad business. Someone using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients is what we need to do for her. Must know about, interrogate the drivers. Exploring the Whirling Secrets Passage. Yes, we definitely want that. That's one of our highest priorities, I would say, in our mind, besides selling bottles. Is
well, yeah, it's a secret passage. Oui.
Close the water lock on Wednesday.
Yes.
Why Wednesday?
Because it said that it should be done by Wednesday morning.
And it will open up a new area in Martinez. So we need to do it today. On Wednesday.
How do we know it's...
Why does it have to be on Wednesday? How do we know that?
Because there was a sign.
Oh. Who put the clothes in the trash? We found the corpse's clothes in the trash. It was locked, meaning whoever put them in there has the key. Or someone locked it after the person put it in there, not knowing that they were in there. That's always possible. Yeah. Find smokes and smoke them. Yeah, we want to take up smoking. That seems like something that could take the edge off. it'll make us look cool. It probably won't have enough long-term damage on us to offset what's gonna, like, we're gonna die of like liver disease or something anyways, so might as well take up smoking if we didn't already. And Kim does it.
It's true, Kim does it. What if we just start by having 1 cigarette every day with Kim?
Yeah, that's harder than smoking, or giving up entirely though.
Just having 1 cigarette?
Yeah, 1 per day and sticking to it.
Yeah, fuck it.
You need to find 20 real to pay for your room in the whirling, or it'll be locked.
So this, Kokonura has just told me, is an issue for day 2 right now with this patch. You have to have 20 real at the end of the day to stay at the hotel again.
Make sure I do, otherwise it soft locks the game.
Yes.
Yikes.
No way to progress.
Yikes.
Thank you very much for that information.
Find Morel, the cryptozoologist. All right, there we go.
Oh, look at your profile on the right. I didn't know that was a thing, says Ratty. Yeah, in tasks. Says RCM, off the
Superstar
profile.
Cop. So we're... All right, so this gives us this idea of how many paths they've made in this game. But it's not explicitly... There are flavors, I guess, of these. Because... So we have Zero and Boring Cop because we've stayed away from being a straight-nosed, like, you know, we're staying away from esprit de corps. I actually hate that it even comes in anytime. So that's Boring Cop, and we're putting no points into that. Sorry Cop, very much.
We're maxed out on Sorry Cop, I think.
I think Sorry Cop also, like, jives with Hobo Cop thread. I think they kind of, like, work hand in hand. Apocalypse Cop, we have not been interested, and we've shot that down each time. I'm just gonna assume Apocalypse Cop is a sort of like a chaotic playthrough. It might even be like full-blown drugs and stuff. But wouldn't that also be Superstar Cop?
Yeah, and the fact that we have 0 in it, we touched drugs, so we should have like a 1 at least in it, right?
Yeah. I don't know how we even got Superstar to 5.
I never noticed those stats.
And then it looks like there's a 4 forks for political affiliation.
Apocalypse Cop is like talking about the end of times.
Oh, okay. Communist, fascist, ultra-liberal, and moralist. We've gone down the moralist because it seems like the most, like, doesn't have a huge opinion. Fascist, we probably got 2 points in because we've entertained the thoughts of some of the racists. Good cop, bad cop, 0. I don't understand. If it's both, can that be negative and plus or something? Is that a binary?
I
is
wonder.
that a binarial?
Like it could go into -2 if you're bad cop?
Yeah, what's the word? Anyways, bipolar. Anyways, honor 4. People killed 3. Cases solved, and those are all from years of service 18.
It can be negative.
All right.
You're so smart.
Thank
this
you.
Guy, you guys. That's the face I fell in love with.
Are you smart or something?
help you.
About my bill for tonight. Should I just... Oh, I don't have enough for y'all.
No, we don't.
We're going to have to make... So I hope these bottles... About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Not yet.
Then why are you wasting my time and yours?
Good boy.
Okay, bye.
Let's go see what's going on in the kitchen. Ooh, a knife? For free? Tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them.
Whoa.
Take all.
Sweet.
Becky,
What? Sharpen my knife.
what was it? I want a bacon and tomato sandwich. But the
Okay.
bacon can't be those mushrooms because they don't have enough tear.
Oh, do you
I
want
want
me
the
to
other
try to
type.
make it?
I feel like I'd like to see you make some bacon out of these soy meat medallions
Yep, that's kind of what I
with
was
some liquid
thinking of.
smoke, lots
I
of
made
salt.
shiitake bacon yesterday, but I burnt it because we were busy eating dinner. I burnt half of it.
Daijobu.
It's not okay.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod,
What's behind the
acknowledging your presence.
What's behind the door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for No, I don't know what's behind that door.
I would do that.
Stay masculine, man. Let's see here. Hey, she's indoors now.
Yeah.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Officer Discotheque? Still wondering if we listen to disco? We don't, by the way. We don't listen to disco anymore.
She smells coldly. She's not liking me.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
Interesting. You're the gardener. Oh, these are the burly men that showed up. She's a union loyalist. She's running this shit. She was just on the lookout out there, pretending to be a nice gardener. You're the gardener! You lied to me. You're not a gardener. I was just making an observation. I was reacting to stimuli. I just wanted to know if it's kind of music you listen to. I was just curious. I mean no trouble. I was just here to do my job, that's all. Why is she so offended by me asking her if I listen to disco? You're the gardener!
No, I am not a gardener.
Oh.
I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
She crosses her arms. What?
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that
Who's
will
that?
help you? Maybe he does.
She points to the man on her right.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Why are you being so mean? What are you going to do to me? Be straight with me. What kind of music do you listen to?
She looks as if pondering whether to answer or not, but then shakes her head slightly.
Anodic dance music. You wouldn't get it.
Dance music, basically disco. I know all about it. You're right. I don't know anything about anything. What is anodic music?
It's beyond the horizon for you.
You will never be able to experience it the way she does. She's even a bit sad about it. Then the feeling passes.
Oh.
She means it's part of the future you won't experience.
What if I want to? It's in my mind for some reason.
There is nothing a determined man could not achieve.
It's the quest. What is anodic music? So it's basically disco?
No, not disco. Disco is undead.
You know, maybe you're right.
Look, we are not discussing your taste in music anymore, officer. Do you
Why?
have questions for my clients or not?
Wait a minute.
No, not disco.
The hell it
I
is.
guess it's fair to say you guys have it on life support.
What do you mean, us guys? A lot of people out there appreciate a good disco breakdown. Okay, stick with your opinion. What do you mean, us guys?
Young Dellerman.
What? I'm
She
gonna
thinks we're
remember
racist.
that.
Guillaume Delamain is a reference to the Northern themed action adventure series, Man from...
Or she's just calling us Neanderthal.
Actually, this is less than helpful right now. I'll just get out of the way.
I feel like she's calling us racist because, I don't know, I'm just having this association with him and that because the racist dude has a book of his. And I think we need to bribe him with one of the books. Cheap one.
Sorry.
A lot of people like disco breakdowns.
I don't care.
I'm trying to convince her.
Shit, Elizabeth.
Okay. What's your role in all of this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
I have tinnitus.
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
She's mean.
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it. You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
You don't know that.
What are you going to do to me? I don't listen to willpower or authority. The lieutenant is not satisfied with the approach.
What are we going to do to you?
She starts laughing. It's cold laughter devoid of joy. I'm glad we went down this. This makes us pathetic.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh
You
no!
were specifically asked not to say that, and then you said it anyway, you junior delinquent. But you still did.
The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Do you need lettuce for your bacon tomato sandwich?
Yes. Wait, no. What did I used to do?
You used to have lettuce in it.
That might help.
We just don't have lettuce. So I kind of.
You don't have to make it today. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I got the idea ever since you started making fake bacon, and we just never did it. Yeah.
Okay.
I love bacon and tomato sandwiches. Plus, we don't know good mayo here. I love the mayo that they're putting inside onigiri here, but the stuff we've bought so far, the QP just isn't doing it for me. I need Miracle Whip.
We gotta figure out what makes Miracle Whip, and then recreate it. Is it the lemony zest?
Yeah.
Add some lemon?
I think you just take some of that soy sour cream, the vegan sour cream, just add a little bit of something to it, I think. Anyways.
Take some research.
Hope you guys are interested in all this. All right.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people.
Why?
But we digress.
Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
That's why
Fuck
you're so
yeah.
mean.
The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historical individuals. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. Yeah, I like that good start. Let's take a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions.
It needs to be vegan, though.
Bye-bye. I gotta take my bottles in. I don't care what you guys are doing.
Yeah, and it's like a superpower move.
Yeah. That's a nice side benefit, isn't it?
But really, we're like super desperate for money.
I'm not really desperate for money. Even when I'm dirt poor, hobos are cool with it. But they very much want to collect bottles.
I mean,
What's
we
that?
do need 20
Could
bucks
it be
for two.
the Conda Mama Dakwa? No, it's probably just your imagination ringing in your ear.
Is there a ringing? Listen more closely.
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic.
If it's
Lena said
ultrasonic, we
very
would.
high
I can hear it though.
Right? It's like something tickles your ear. Lena also said that it couldn't be heard by any other animal, including humans. What you're hearing must just be a regular bird.
Wait, Kim, do you hear a high-pitched noise?
No, I don't hear the and neither do you.
See, Kim is me sometimes, and our character is you. Kind of. There's a lot of crossovers.
Of course he doesn't. He's deaf.
Listen closely first.
There it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species. It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you.
Move your head towards the sound.
Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone.
Oh my god.
There is no ringing anymore.
Go
Just
then,
the
leave.
sound
Leave
of
like
the
everything
streets.
else. No, come back, please.
Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again.
Wow.
We eat honey.
Turning in these bottles.
Police work is tough. We should take more breaks, talk to strangers, and explore.
Yeah.
Thanks, game.
Good idea. You have anything new to say?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Does Freight have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
This is important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay? A
Wait.
warehouse?
Come
I
on.
don't know.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit does.
I'm turning my bottles right here.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, one
Ooh.
bottle equals 10 cents.
But I get a bonus.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
We definitely didn't pick up 32 bottles. So yeah, we got a bonus for that. Probably double. 16 I could see.
You're 100% sure you got special hobo cop money for that tier. At least 100% extra tier money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo?
What?
You should buy more alcohol. Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
No. Want to buy a street light.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
What's in here?
You see several packaged raincoats.
It looks like
filled
bread.
on a shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles.
Okay.
The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
I want to buy this
Here you
raincoat.
go.
Thank you.
Why did you buy that raincoat?
It was for sale.
Oh, God. We need $20 and then you can do that.
A transparent plastic raincoat with Frit written on the back. The package photo shows a group of happy Revacholians dancing in the sun, in the rain. Yay.
Fuck.
Ooh, yellow pants with it. Looking good. Almost all yellow.
It's our jam.
Yellow gloves. Yellow bag. Yellow
Green
pants.
shoes.
Endurance goes up.
I mean, our white tank top is almost yellow with like all the disgusting stains and stuff on it.
Yeah.
But you think our black works a little bit better.
We should also look at what all these things do for us. The tide is imagination, not electrochemistry. So his craziness isn't necessarily the shivers or the twitchiness.
Why were we all into these pants again?
So these pants
Physical instrument.
give us more horny, but less suave. Which matches our character.
Yeah.
These pants give us
Oh.
more suave.
It's because Kuno sold them to us. That's why I
Yes.
was so excited about them.
And gives us more physical instrument, so we might need to put these pants on when we want to do something physical.
Yeah,
Get
like
ready.
big people pants.
But otherwise, we should keep the disco pants on for now. And then this shirt gives us drama. Clinically insane. Let's see here. Or we can have this one that gives us... This one we can also put on when we need to do something physical. This
Okay.
muscle shirt. This goes over top. This jacket gives us suggestion up. We can like manipulate people a little bit better. Half light goes down. Half light is I think craziness a bit. This one endurance goes up. This also makes us a bit more durable physically. Reaction speed, feeling twitchy goes up. That might be why some of that's showing up. Rhetoric goes down, bum brain.
Such a great look.
What about the gloves?
Half-light is
Interfacing up.
twitchiness.
Cigarette stained fingertips, electrochemistry. So this also puts up our horny. But puts down. So we'll put that on until we need to interface with something. Esprit de corps, halogen. We could sell this Disco S Blazer.
For how much?
The halogen watermarks are supposed to do something. It's supposed to be something about. The other guy was wearing triangles. It's supposed to be something to do with radiation protection or something. This thing lets conceptualization go up. Suggestion goes down. Unsavory order, conceptualization goes up. We're not worried about conceptualization. I think we'll do fine without wearing that, or even having to think about wearing that. We might
as
even
far
sell
as
that.
we
I
know,
don't
we can't sell clothes, so don't
Oh.
even bother thinking about it.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
This, okay. I'm just looking at what we can sell if we need to. Like, if
Right.
it really came to it and the game broke, we'd be able to sell something, maybe. Maybe not a lot of things, but... Alright. What is anodic music? You should find out what it is. Anodic dance music people are listening to these days. Maybe you will stumble upon some young adults later. This is a long-term side thing. Don't fret it.
Okay.
And then we could start thinking about a thing once we get the extra slot. We don't want to do this one. We don't want to do this one. But maybe this one. You heard it. The mysterious Col de Mamak. Oh, so this is a thing. I thought it was a quest. Maybe we're certain to say you're hopeful because it would make you very special if you heard it. To be the only human who can hear this invisible, incorporeal bird, this animate whisper, this particle of sound, you're going to have to keep listening. Sharpen your ear.
It takes 7 hours and 10 minutes.
Another spot.
No temporary research bonus.
And what was the other stuff that it comes with?
It doesn't say.
Oh,
Yeah.
nothing. We don't know until we're done. But it is definitely an imagination route. And our guy is quite imaginative. Saving.
Good call.
That guy's a jerk.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
For bottles. You can't walk through there. It's so annoying.
Hey. There
The
he is.
tentacular milk.
Good delivery mailbox.
The box seems happy.
Huh. I think that's the guy that was... These guys are down here now.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabiner do for you?
I saw the statue in the roundabout.
Ah, yes! King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revachol once was.
Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold.
Cocaine. Cocainum. Sounds like our kind of king. And just imagine what kind of cocaine a king would have had.
A superpower, feared and respected. A testament to what this country can be under the leadership of a true king. Someone who knows how to rule.
What would a true king rule?
Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his
I'm not sure how I feel about
This
that.
is something you haven't lived as long as I have, son. With age, a man learns certain things about real power, or else ends up a spineless socialist rat, like Gaston here.
And the worst part of that, officer, is having to spend your days playing pétanque with an angry snake.
The carabiner doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He is as rigid as they come.
What about the cocaine?
Oh, old Philip was a big fan of the purple nose candy the nobility loved so much. A cocaine connoisseur of sorts. His egocentricity is borderline legendary.
You can't even take the responsibility for yourself. How could you fathom the responsibility weighing on the shoulders
He's an
of a
apologist
ruler?
for the royals.
That's why the Philippian kings use cocaine for clarity of vision, to aid in their work.
Electrochemistry is going to have something to say about that.
I'm satisfied with this explanation.
Of course. Clarity of vision. Awareness.
Philip III was even brought into this world with the help of cocaine. The court medic administered a dose to his mother when she was in labor, and it is well known that with the help of cocaine, only the purest, of course, he was able to connect with higher realms.
Higher realms. Of course, it all makes sense.
Paraholdian helped me connect with higher realms. Is that stuff that the pawn shop guy's on that he gave us? It's speed? That's what they're talking about?
Apparently, because they said it's the only drug we took, and they talked about speed this morning.
What about the higher realm? Sounds interesting. Such responsibility requires a boost every now and then. Seems the responsible behavior of a monarch. Drug users don't even operate heavy machinery, much less rule countries. Thanks for clearing that up. What about the higher realms? That sounds interesting.
It's really not. Please, do spare us the cocaine fairy tales.
Yes, indeed. We're not here to investigate the drug trade of centuries past.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
They say speed for a different one. We took 2 kinds of drugs.
We took
I thought
2
we
drugs?
only took 1 drug. They did say it was an anti-radiation drug.
Yeah. They told us we were on the speed.
Officer, the mere sight of police in Martinez makes me feel safer already. How can I help you?
I want to ask you about the Union.
Sure, officer.
Are you
They
a
are the good
caviar
guys, or
socialist?
I don't even consider myself a regular socialist. Politics is not really.
That's smart. I keep my
something
nose
I
clean too.
ingest. Easier, that's why.
Centrist.
Besides,
The world's most
life
laughable
isn't as
centrist.
black and white as René's of the world tried to make it seem. It's all shades of grey, really.
Mon Dieu.
No,
Bye
thank
bye.
you.
They think we took speed before day 1.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Looking for bottles. More? Yay, they refresh themselves inside those.
Say,
I don't know if I've checked every one of these.
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the phone.
Okay.
Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
What's a tourist attraction doing here?
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick.
What happened?
They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Évrard Claire, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Cool, I dig organized crime. It's the best. Can we do something about it?
We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Put
Your
some money in.
disappears into the coin slot. A clunk. The ring of metal.
Pull the handle.
The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it. Its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
Hang in there, little one.
The little brave birch tree seems to wave back in the wind.
There are ruins somewhere.
Really?
There.
I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Oh. Worth it.
I feel like you're playing with money in this game like how you actually want to do in real life.
What do you mean?
You just like buy everything. It's like therapeutic
I don't buy everything.
to you. Exactly. We buy nothing
Oh,
ever.
I see what you mean. It's like catharsis.
Yeah.
Working class woman. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. You're a working girl? Wink. Hello.
Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
That's
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Shouldn't a working class woman be working? What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
She reverts her attention back to the paperback. Good, good.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Everyone can see that. Direct anger.
Do you need the help of
Do
a
you need
policeman?
the help of the policeman?
What with?
She tries to focus on the book stand.
This citizen thinks she can do without your assistance. Don't buy it.
Maybe,
They all need help.
maybe your husband is missing?
My husband? No, he's not.
So where could he be?
I don't know. Home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Looks back at Kim like we got a case.
No.
Wouldn't you like to know? I can totally help you find your missing husband. Suit yourself. I don't really care if your husband's missing. Maybe you're right. Maybe he isn't missing, indeed. I want to say that, but I want to... This is what our guy would do. Maybe he isn't missing.
Of course he's not. It's not like he's a pocket watch. I wouldn't just lose him.
She has the husband is totally lost. You should tell her
Hush,
that
baby.
it's okay.
Hush, baby. It's okay.
What?
It's all right to know where your husband is.
It's all right to not know where your husband
Nothing
is.
shameful in that. I also want to say, I should stop. It's okay. I'm going to say this one because I want to goad her, and it's not against our character to say this either.
Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing.
But he is. You can feel it. Or maybe it's something else then.
Maybe your husband is missing? Okay, maybe your children are missing. Maybe your cockatoo is missing? Maybe your children are missing?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
She's definitely disturbed now. I police whatever I want. Where, okay, nanny, where are they?
They are not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance. What if something horrible has happened? What if they're dead? That's the bad vibe you got before.
Uh-oh.
They're at home, right? Smoking cigarettes? What if something awful's happened? No, I think this one. What if they're in the sewers? Okay, great. Just making sure. I'm going to say they're smoking cigarettes, right?
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Jamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
Maybe you're right. Maybe they aren't missing after all.
Tell me something else.
Tell me something else. Maybe your cockatoo is missing.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing? What do you mean I'm being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Are you
Maybe you should.
missing?
What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Do we want to look for a cockatoo? Do we want to look for children or her husband? You're being sarcastic.
Please, let's do.
I think we have a choice.
I think it was look for a cockatoo book inside.
Oh. I'm first going to try to get the children. I'm most interested if this is
No,
a thing, if it's a
absolutely not.
choice here.
Are you a policeman or a nanny? They are not.
You know where they... What if something horrible has happened? What if they're
So
dead?
I'm going to try to convince her, which is
That's
something I
the bad
haven't
vibe
done
you got
yet.
before.
Or, wait, no, I don't have to do that yet.
What? They're almost grown up now
Yeah,
anyway.
here.
They're past the age they need me
Pursue
protecting
it.
them from everything
How old
now.
are they?
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16. Jenny, she is turning 18 next month. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
And can you describe their appearance? Any features that stand out, like something make identifying a little easier? I'm already on the case.
Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? That they're in Shamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party?
Did someone say party? You could use a party. Hunt it down.
I could use a killer party, not a lame one. It's for the investigation. I'm trying to be professional here. You're right. Let's not talk about your dad. Yeah, I'm trying to be professional.
There is no investigation
Okay.
here. I can tell you that.
I'm gonna pursue the
My
husband now.
I don't know.
Where is this going, officer?
Yes, but no.
I can totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this?
She has them. The husband is totally lost.
Let go.
She gives you a short nod and
All
shifts
right.
her attention.
We can
back
get a
to
the cockatoo quest after I watch her browse the books.
Her hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking. An array of neurons fire up with joy. Bum her a cigarette, lest it turn to pain.
Do you smoke?
No, I don't.
I know for a fact you smoke. I'm a detective.
Why do you think that I smoke?
I suspect I might possess supernatural abilities.
No, you don't.
Just give me a cigarette, please.
I already told you I don't have any. Go
Or I
bother
could get
someone else.
a new pack?
From the kiosk? There's one near the harbor. It's Frita. You can look it up.
Okay, thanks, no problem.
She sighs.
Alright, give me that
I don't
cockatoo.
mean
For what it's
Quests.
worth, I agree.
nothing.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral?
Wonderful. The store is open.
Thank you.
The
I'll let
woman
you
before
read.
you nods and returns
It's
to
the right
her
thing to
reading.
do. How many hours passed talking to her?
I think like 20 minutes maybe?
20 minutes. That makes sense.
Hello, good sir.
Who is that? Pointing at the woman browsing the books. Does she have a missing husband?
Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed.
Why is she distressed? Is it because of her husband?
Or her
I think she
kids.
is a
Or
bad
kids.
husband. Not very nice or helpful.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Billy.
I know you have a bad husband. Is it
My husband? No, he's not.
this little girl over there told me you have a bad husband?
Excuse me? A bad husband? What do you mean?
Not a nice or helpful
Do
sort.
policemen just go around repeating what some kid off the street said?
Yes.
I don't know. Kim, do they?
She doesn't mean to be antagonistic, but she can't help coming off defensive.
She isn't some kid off the street. She seems very mature for her age. Stop being mean to her.
Is she now?
She dries her hands on her apron underneath her coat. Her eyes narrow.
Annette's a sweet sprout, but she doesn't know anything about marriage. Why am I even talking about this?
So you don't have a bad husband.
No, I don't. I have a good husband. The kind and helpful sort. And he's not missing.
He's totally missing.
Okay, thank you. I still want
I
to
don't
see if
know.
I can exhaust
Where
this
is this
somehow.
going, officer?
Yes, but no. Why?
She has the husband
Baby,
is totally
just to see.
lost.
What?
It's all right not to know where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that. I was talking to myself. I'm a baby. I should hush. I'm a baby.
She tries to concentrate on books, but her eyes are full of bewilderment. Okay, maybe it's
All right.
something else then.
That was
the
good.
woman with
That's good stuff. Let's go get that cockatoo book. Alright, do you have a cockatoo book?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I'm looking for a book about a cockatoo.
A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies.
For now, farewell for now, book peddler. If you had a bookshop, Becky, what would you call it?
Whoa. Blows books. But we need to have money for the dye. Remember?
Yeah, I need more money.
Yeah. What
I
should
have enough.
Yeah, so like don't
a
spend a whole bunch of
sulfur-crested
money here.
cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
What about this guide of cockatoos, storekeeper?
It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious.
What, can I afford this?
No. We need 7, 8.
We have an
Yeah.
angry storekeeper stare down from her, making stealing this hard.
Oh, we shouldn't
Flip
steal.
through the pages.
Turns out that there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems.
Aw. I'll come back after I bought the dye to see if
Yeah, and we need 20 for the hotel.
I'll make enough by the end of the day. I'm Hobo Cop. I'll find a way.
What should I call my bookstore?
Becky Blows Books.
Becky Blows Books.
Yeah, with no apostrophe.
Becky Blows Books. It's the BB.
The BBB. Down at the BBB.
I'm stressing out. Me too. Especially since you already went through this, Kokonura.
Should really get that alternate entrance. Just make this easier. Oh, oh. Emma's Atelier. Hey, what's this? Whoa!
Money! Delicious.
I don't-
Good rubbing.
How the hell didn't that appear before?
Maybe someone put it there last night.
What do we need to come back to this eventually?
Yeah, you can technically sleep outside on day 2, but it's soft locking right now.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a dye?
Yeah, my die.
Why hasn't your business failed? This is another
Roll
attempt
a
at shivers. Is there any clothing that can make that better? First, I'll get the dye. Maybe that'll make it better.
Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom dye.
I don't have the money.
I don't do orders on credit. Come back when you have the full amount.
I was just hoping I could beg for it.
Very good. That
Okay.
will be 7 real for
Here you
1
go.
custom dye. Here's the cursed dye you ordered.
Dice maker opens her desk. The dice maker opens her desk and hands you this black sphere with 6 phrases written on it. Read the phrases. What is this? This is not a read the phrases.
The phrases read, God is indifferent. Take all, lose all. 50-50. Nothing happens. And pale.
What's this?
It's a die. Try rolling it.
I want her voice to put me to sleep
Mm-hmm.
each night.
Mm-hmm.
Cast the cursed die. No, I'm not deranged. I don't want to roll a cursed die. Cast the cursed die.
You throw the ball on the floor, and it ends with one of the phrases facing upwards. God is indifferent.
Good. Now roll again, detective.
Okay.
It lands on exactly the same result. God is indifferent. It declares again.
It's a sphere pretending to be a six-sided die. Each roll will end with one of the phrases facing up. The die originates in Ilmara, where it was used for cleromancy. Except I've weighted the die. When you try rolling it, you realize that each time it gets you exactly the same result. God is indifferent. This is our curse.
Holy shit.
It's even worse than she says. God is dead. We live in a forsaken age.
This is mega cool, but can I get one that actually works? Thanks, I'll keep it. Thank you.
Good luck, officer.
Yes,
Ooh,
we
why
can.
not?
Okay, first, clothing for this try. We need stuff that gives us shivers. Physical instrument. I don't think we have anything for shivers. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, it's you again.
We can do it.
Are you looking for a die?
28% chance. I need to roll a 9 or above. Or is it a...
No, 12.
We need it.
Wait. What?
If we have +2 and 3 as a base, 5, we need a 9 or above.
Yeah, 9 or above.
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney.
We did it!
The stones and
I knew
minerals
it.
on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
This is just a theory, but hear me out. I think I know why your business hasn't failed.
Didn't we already talk about this?
The wind continues to seep through the cracks in the old chimney. It's because you're not in the same building as the others. This isn't technically the doomed commercial area.
What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
Now this used to be a coal plant. Touch the safety curtains. You're in the chimney of another building.
This doesn't make any sense.
She looks around the makeshift nest and is carved out for herself, bewildered.
Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
I'm just using logic. It's windy in here. You probably haven't properly sealed the chimney crown. Point above. Let's say I have my own methods. Unusual methods. It has a different address than hard. I'm just gonna say unusual methods.
And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her become complacent. She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
You're invincible! Actually, it's only if your workshop is protected. You should still do something to defend your person. No one's ever really safe from failure. I want you to be careful. Her fingers try rubbing away the exhaustion from her face. What?
Do you know what this is?
She raises her hand to reveal a piece of metal shining on her index finger. A lucky charm? A Seminole's ward? It looks like a regular piece of jewelry to me. I don't care what it is. I only came to tell you why you haven't failed. Is it a lucky charm?
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
See, the curse is real. I bet you didn't run this little jewelry shop from the protective depths of the chimney.
No, you're right. I didn't.
But it sounds rather small and sad, her laughter.
It wasn't just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world that you were supposed to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Don't call it a dump. You made it nice and cozy in here. I don't know what to say. It's entropy. Yes, coincidence is all that safeguards us. Don't call it a dump. I love this place.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it.
She stares out the window, not really hearing your words.
That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently violent even about dice rolls. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending, or an entirely different world.
She picks up a pair of dice from the table and examines them under the light.
But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer.
What did I get from that? I think I may have gotten a new thing to potentially equip. Yeah.
Oh.
The precarious world. All red checks. Temporary research bonus. All red checks fail. What are red checks? Like the red electrochemistry stuff? So that's not a good bonus.
For 4 hours.
For 4 hours, nothing in red will succeed. Research time 4 hours.
Can you do these overnight?
At night? Yeah, could we do it at night? Seems like the point of the game, this game, is victory, the absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory is a business adventure, creative undertakings, victory in love and over other people, political victory, ideological victory, hell, even sexual victory. Definitely a lot of object-based victories too, having things and not losing them. One problem is, though, not a lot of victors in sight. Everyone's mostly losing. Why is that? And how do you not lose?
And what are the experience points? Like 90 of 100?
I feel like...
Oh, no, that's something different.
Going down this is like subscribing to Nietzsche. Entropy.
It doesn't count at night.
Oh, no.
And the red checks are the one-time only checks, whereas the white ones are the ones you can redo.
Oh.
Thank you, chat.
Oh, it's you again.
Probably a good thing to try to internalize that early game then, when I don't think we've seen a red check.
No, we've had lots of red checks.
Really?
Yeah. Right?
I never knew.
Maybe could we have a bathroom break at some point?
Nah.
Okay. It's not an emergency, so I will say okay.
Can I try this again?
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
I can afford this. But wait, let me suit up. Every day you're going to do this? I'm getting stronger, I can feel it. Physical instrument up.
Hell yeah.
Might as well
take
the raincoat off to look like I'm ready for this. Because this, it puts up endurance though. It gave us 1 extra point of health.
Do you think this area makes me have to pee?
This doesn't make any sense.
Last time I asked for a bathroom break in the Dudes Commercials area.
Oh my god. It's the curse.
It is my curse.
Here we go.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a dog for its master.
Oh, he's gonna be so impressed.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
Yeah, maybe.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
Oh, yeah.
A warm wave of accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the
It heals morale.
For a moment, it feels like you're strong enough to succeed at anything you ever set your mind to. Hey, but you're still in a ghost house. What if someone heard this? What if they know you're here?
Good hot. They said.
Yeah.
The lieutenant thinks we have a good technique.
Thanks, Kim.
Is it from her because I'm awake?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber. It's just a memory. A a memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
Okay. Huh. That may have given us a point invisibly, or may have been actually added over here. Superstar didn't go up. Sorry Cop didn't go up. Neither did any of the political
I feel
stuff.
like Moralist.
Good
Moralist
cop, bad
went
cop.
up one.
I went -1 into good cop, bad cop. The question is -1 going towards good cop or bad cop?
Bad cop, I'm guessing.
Why?
Because bad's negative,
Is
good's
it?
positive. Yes.
Why did they list good cop on the left?
Because
then?
that's how you say it. Good cop, bad cop. Let's say bad cop, good cop. That's weird.
All right, we'll take a break because Becky's gonna pee her pants.
No, I'm not gonna pee my pants.
Again.
I don't do that anymore.
Not in a while.
Yeah.
All right.
Freezer.
Stretched out my abs there. Oh yeah. Be back after this, guys. Stay tuned. Video Games Awesome Live continues after the break.
Would you like to have a bathroom break as well? Everybody should have a bathroom stretch break. Refresh your waters.
Yeah, we'll be back soon, guys. Hey guys. Back very soon here. Oh, stretching. Meal kits are pretty cool. I wish they weren't as expensive as they're, but they have the potential, like, you know, people look at them as a frivolity, but they have the potential to, like, cut down on food waste so much. If, like, food kits. Like, think about, like, how much you have to buy in produce just to make a simple little thing. Like, if we want a little bit of cilantro, like, that's what I like about the food kits. They have, like, just you need a little bit of cilantro for the recipe, put a little cilantro in there. Instead, you don't have to buy a bushel. Yeah, I guess you could do that. Yeah, this sounds like the type of thing I'll find out later, though, that, like, actually, they're contributing to a massive amount of food waste somehow, like, making it worse. That's what you'd like to think, or something. Alright. Here we go, guys. Alright, guys, welcome back. We are good. Can we afford that cockatoo book? We can't. We bought the dice. We can look at the dice now, though, again. Now that it's in our inventory, maybe we can, like, interact with it. Which one is it?
The upper.
Oh, it's this one. It's just a circle. It's almost like a magic 8 ball, in a way.
Ooh.
Spherical die. It can't interact with this. Octahedral cavity with a small internal weighting. We'll settle it on the 6 phrases. One of the 6 phrases. God is indifferent. Take it all. Blah, blah, blah. No, look at the map in the journal to see. What?
Which white checks have opened.
That'll give us that?
Yeah.
Like, is that what this does?
I guess so.
Its power is to show us.
Once we get the map, which we'll figure out, I'm sure, at some point.
Is this something I should do now? Like, is this a tip that I should accept from you guys that wouldn't hurt? That wouldn't hurt us? Like, spoilers-wise? Just to have sooner than later for quality of life change in the game? Oh, I gotta change my outfit again.
Oh yeah, and get rid of our flashlight.
I guess. Doesn't really matter, but yeah. I'm thinking a lot about BioShock lately.
Oh yeah?
Really love that game. I kind of hate that we were thinking of doing a second playthrough when we got the remake.
Mm-hmm.
The code was sent to us, and then it save broke. We lost like the whole 3 hours of progress on the show, and we're like, guess we're not playing through this again.
Yeah.
Because we were loving it so much, we were like, man, should we just play through this again? Because like it all felt so fresh.
Yeah.
Will there be a new BioShock soon? It's no doubt one will come. You can't throw away a franchise like that.
Some element of BioShock that we didn't play?
I don't think so. I don't think there was even any DLC. We did play the DLC, the deep DLC or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, come on up.
It's being worked on right now by 2K.
Yeah,
but we know
Levine won't be
literally
involved.
nothing.
Come on up. Maybe the C3. We'll see an announcement. That's something we can hope for.
That and Bully 2.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. Do you want to come here? You always love sitting with me. You were having a good sleep up there, weren't you? You got hands on you. Sleepy little eyes, huh?
There you go, buddy.
He's a good boy.
He's purring.
Gotta give him 100% of 2 people's attention. More than 2. They're watching 2. Is this what you get off on?
Love you, pal. Please don't step on that. There you go. Before we go from the bookstore, I just want to find out what the cheaper Hyamdall, or was there a cheaper one, or like was there another Hyamdall man?
I think there was, and I think it
buy?
was like 9 real.
I'll check.
There you go, my little buddy. Yeah.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyamdall somewhere.
Try this check again.
A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching.
Ow!
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Hyamdall in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man.
Uh-oh. This is giving us, like, premonitions of our ex-wife.
She's laughing at him, belittling him.
Dear.
Am I a cuck? Is this deep down in me?
Between the throne and the Hyamdall man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hyamdall and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil women? This is an honest question from a very, like, innocent man. I've just been assuming they all were.
Especially those leering types who seem to wear nothing but an armored bikini. There's also some sort of a snake lizard beast slithering around her abdomen, chest, shoulder region. It's symbolic of vice and sin.
Says concept.
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdall novels.
So we have unlocked the ability to buy another one. The Devil Woman one. I need more money.
But they're both locked, I guess, because of our money.
Where's my bag? There it is. We need to collect. Yeah, I might need to start prioritizing what I buy. Because I really want a Hyamdall man book and a cockatoo book.
And so sleep tonight.
Do you think Joyce will give us more money?
Maybe.
On a
I could
new
ask
day?
her.
For new bottles. Yeah.
Hello again, officers.
Goodbye. Hey, what's going on in my inventory? Something just flickered.
Yeah. It did that last time we were in this area.
Huh. That's weird. Why would it do that?
Your bag. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
These pets are wet. Raincoat. I could use a coat like that. The rain is freezing. Pat your similarly wet cloak. Say neither do I. No, I want yours.
Sadly, I need this one myself.
Aww.
It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some questions. You're back. Good.
Yeah, it keeps on like highlighting as though if I have something new in here, but I don't. Very weird to me. I wonder what would happen if I more often had my boombox out. Like, would Joyce be bothered by it?
Nobody really answered us on the map question.
Yeah.
I think we got distracted by talking about Bioshock.
Oh.
What can I have?
Is that something we should get tips from the chat for, or will we stumble upon it? Is it like... No?
I only ask because some people seem really confused, surprised that we didn't have it yet. Earlier, they were like convinced that if we just went into the menu, it should open up, like as though I've done something different that...
Trying to sneak up on me again!
There's a garden hose here. Garden hose. Oh yeah, I could maybe try to talk to this guy.
We stumbled upon it before.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Where do I go then?
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice, despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
Bookshop. Oh, it's on the wall.
Oh!
Can I just take it? Or I have to buy it?
2 real.
Aww. It's the voice of someone who's something to hide, my liege. You hiding something? Speak up. This is the police. No trouble for me. I just want to know what's going on here. Too late, young man. Trouble's found you. I just want to know what's going on.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Can I have one?
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare.
Can I have a cigarette?
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Hold on. Can I at least have a cigarette?
Apologies, but this is my last one.
It's
Everybody
always
says that.
people's last cigarettes.
The god himself has denied you absolution.
Can't you just, like, toss that one down?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Shut up and throw it.
I'm not throwing anything.
You're right. Obviously a bad idea. Forget I said anything. I'm sorry.
As you wish.
Something, I don't know what got into me. Actually, we really need to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
Yeah, see you adjusting his shirt. I hate this guy.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Can you tell me anything about the hanging? Because you have a good... What's your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Clearly made up.
Martin Martinez. Good local name. Let's go with that.
You see anything?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did I?
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
Did I used to be more muscular?
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook, writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He's around the courtyard again. Rain patters down on the windowsills. His dead house plants. Too late to do them any good.
It will take more than rain to bring this place back to life.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
Wait a minute. So, rain is pattering on the windowsill. They wrote different dialogue based on the climate in these moments as well?
They did not need to do that.
What the fuck?
Cool.
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing.
Church friend.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby.
He means a fishing friend. Fishing on TV friend.
Oh.
Hi, Hugo! Yeah, no, I'm sorry we woke you up with our break. That's the downside to our breaks. It might wake the beast. What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette.
Right,
Under the grey sky,
we'll
the
talk
neighbouring
later.
window.
No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
I could try to. Bumming a cigarette took our chance of doing this down, our power of suggestion. But
it's still high. 5 or higher.
Time to bring out your secret charm.
Check failure.
Tears
Oh,
and begging.
higher than 5, I guess.
Show him your emotional side.
Oh, yes,
Throw
failing
yourself
us,
before
beg.
his very feet like a dog.
What do you want from me? You want me to cry? Huh? Please don't go. I'll stop drinking. I'll take the trash out. Just please don't leave me.
Oh
Which one? This one's genuinely pathetic. This one might be sarcastic. Please don't go.
Trash?
The man shakes his head in confusion.
Please don't go. I'll even stop smoking inside.
Listen, I really have to go.
With the flick of his wrist, he sends the extinguished cigarette sailing over the rail. So we just basically channeled our old self begging our wife not to leave.
There it goes. Wasted. You would have gotten at least a few good drags out of it.
Good luck with the investigation.
If you smoke, please put your butts... Ah, they even showed it. In the garbage. Or like have one of those carrying
I don't think
to-go
there's anything more
boxes.
disgusting than a person who throws cigarette butts on the ground.
Yeah.
Or a litterer in general. Good luck with the investigation. He walks away.
He's gone.
We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
Probably right. He probably didn't have anything important to say anyway.
He could be a witness.
Uh-oh.
Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again. Once we found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the air conditioner. It's hot down here. Hey, Hugo.
Oh, I've totally seen that too, Quiet.
What?
People picking up other people's cigarettes off the ground and smoking them. We lived in the poorest postal code in Canada.
Yes. Yes, we did. Hey, buddy. Welcome to my life.
Buddy, come here. Do you want to come here? Save. Good call, you guys. You guys are so smart. Oh, did you want to get the map?
Yeah, sure.
We're here. Most people settle for bed after 21 o'clock, or not long after. At night, the streets are emptier. By 2 a.m., everyone's asleep.
Just walk into the bookstore with a boombox. I'm awesome.
Several maps have been attached
I
to a
hate
bulletin
you.
board. The maps look old and faded.
Oh,
Your eye
nice.
catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
Thanks, tutorial
Why
agent.
hasn't she been around before?
We never got tooted. It's our first toot.
Our pathetic character tries to start coming on to her. Oh, hello. It's a woman, and she's speaking with you. Alright.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets. Across Rue de Saint-Ghislain, and Rue sensed it finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the map tab.
So weird. Alright. It's like they planned to put more of that in, but they didn't. So that's the map.
Okay,
well, this could have
cool.
helped earlier. So there's an entire area that we can't get to right now across the... Wow, there's even a beach here. Like, so we're up.
Fisherman shacks.
The Hanged Man. Ice cream. Oh, inside. Mirror. Joyce. So as you highlight the different thingies, it shows you
does.
white checks, where to do them.
Right. Cool.
There's quite a few things to do with Measurehead. So a large amount of the game's progress seems to be by redoing white checks as you level up, potentially. Maybe. Physical instrument. Why are these ones highlighted up
Yeah,
here?
do the highlighted ones mean we can redo them?
No,
like
they
if
all
they're
mean,
white?
They're all white checks. They're all redoable. Anything that's appearing in here is white checks. These are found white checks, it says at the bottom.
Oh.
Those on
Yeah, these
white
are
are
found
available
white
to
checks.
try
Yeah.
now.
That's right.
Available at this moment. So that means that the damaged ledger isn't available at the moment. Oh, they're available to try again because as you level up,
Or your stats
change.
Yeah. Highlighted ones are the ones you can redo now.
So we could go try smelling the dead man again. Trying not to smell him, rather. We could go to the ice cream maker and try to... What are we supposed to do with that? I don't know what we were supposed to do with physical
Heroic.
ability with the ice cream maker. I think we had to open the lid, and we thought that over time
Yeah, it was gonna melt.
it was gonna melt. Anyway, let's go to that. Let's go check. Let's go, Kim. We're on the case. Ice cream fridge. Oh, the game there. Oh, here we go. He left. He went upstairs. Maybe he'll calm down in a bit. Now would be a good time for maybe...
I already did.
What? You already gave him catnap before the show? Is that why he was
Yeah.
no issue at the beginning?
She wants. Yeah, I think so.
That's why. Okay, I gotta take this boombox off. I don't like the music. I wish if you can change the tape, I might want to keep it out. But yeah, I don't like that sound. Sounds like hippies.
It sounds like hippies?
Like drum circles.
Oh. Yeah. Isn't it upper?
I don't hate all hippies.
No, you're like in love with one.
Just the ones that aren't sexy, the girls.
There. What if
All
it's a
other
sexy
hippies.
girl who's drumming in a
I'll-
drum circle? Accept it?
I'll bear it.
Will you grin and bear it?
Yes. Very pathetically.
I like it. Yeah, you're right.
Has it melted? There we go.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand. You
Try to
slip
crank
your
it open.
fingers under the frozen lid. But
Weird.
the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy. If you want to try again, then you need to have the...
Equip the pry bar by going to the tools
Is this
tab
patched
in your
in?
inventory. From there, you can equip it
Maybe.
to a...
Because Kokonura said I never got those tutorials.
I think it just got patched. Anyways, I am surprised. We unplugged that.
Are you gonna try again?
Only the red cable is plugged into the breaker box, while the black one lies neglected on the floor. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now.
Did we unplug the wrong one?
I don't think so. No, because it
This
said it's
orange machine is
dead
dead
still.
still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric
Pry bar
freezer.
not strong
The ice
enough.
around it, slowly melting.
Yeah, it's unplugged. Giving us +2.
Gonna give the chance.
Roll a 10 or higher.
It
Or
feels
higher
like
than 10.
we need a better pry bar, but here we go.
The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't. You see the pry bar's metal handle bend.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut.
Where do we get one?
I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying. It's all gone now. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some...
Alright. Done all that. We gave our try again. Maybe we'll get stronger with time or find a better pry bar.
That's true. It did say the ice was slowly melting.
The beer's eyes are dead and empty. Ice inside the fridge, slowly melting. The power.
I think I unplugged the wrong thing.
No, you didn't. It said we had +2 because it's unplugged.
Yeah, because I just unplugged it. Again. Wait, maybe I could go yell up the chimney again at our friend.
Maybe.
Our dice maker.
Do you
See what
think-
she thinks when we do it again.
Yeah? Do you think she'd think that was really funny? And maybe start falling in love with us?
Yeah, actually, why wasn't our guy horny about her?
Yeah. Weird. Oh, snap. Evidently you accidentally turned on the tutorial agent, turned it on in the menu. If you check in options, maybe it will...
Thick layer of coal
We can
dust
turn it off.
covers
No, I
the
like her.
furnace,
Fuck
coloring
you.
it pitch black.
Kick it with my foot.
No, that kill us.
Look inside.
It's dark and
What are you doing?
I hear the murder of the hangman.
Wait, really? We should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Look
it's
inside.
dark.
Have you
and
been
What are
horny
you
a lot?
doing?
Ask quiet.
I don't know. We listened to that one woman over the intercom.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, really? We should investigate. Looks like it. Look, no one has used it in ages.
Kick
A
it.
hollow ring
Ow!
goes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
Was that -2? Phew.
Guys, that took 2 off,
I think that took 2 off, because I'm pretty sure I was fully healed.
Yeah.
I guess we didn't know it took off 2, because last time
It just outright killed
it
us.
was just enough to kill us, so we didn't know whether it was
Yeah.
2 or 1 that got
Because
taken.
we only had 1.
Well, now we know.
And now we
I stand
have
by it, though.
3 in our health points.
Yeah. You know, I should probably heal both, just in case I get another check that takes 2. Yeah, there we go. I have no healing items, though. So,
And no... What was the other one again? Morale. We're 3 of 3 and 5 of 5 with no backups.
no healings. Can I lift this every day now? That I succeeded once? I just do it for
The
free.
barbell waits patiently.
Ah.
I think that's just so beautiful. Every time this comes up, I love it. I love how the birds are orange, like the color of the sunset in the background.
Very pretty. Where was the general map? We can go try the hangman. We can try the mirror. Impossible. We're allowed to try that again? Did we try it? Well, we didn't try it while we were there. We tried to fix the sink. We didn't actually end up trying to stop making the face. Joyce, conceptualization impossible. It's, I don't forget what we're supposed to do. It's somewhere buried in her stuff, though.
That's the second exit you never opened here?
What?
Where?
What?
What?
You can't say there You have to know by now that by the time that message gets through, we could have moved like.
We've probably already had 5 other conversations.
Yeah.
The back entrance for the basement. Yeah, but where? That's the one that'll make it easier for us to get in and out on the east side.
There was this over here
Like
that we
this?
tried with the intercom.
An old call box, East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
Which one was the...
Nothing happens after you hear the same. You ring what an ominous name for a hair salon. All you hear
Which
is
one was...
that you ring the doorbell. You wait for a minute.
Bookstore owner.
Someone has melted half the planet. Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. This button.
This button looks new. I wouldn't be.
Oh, I can just go in now. Well, the first one was her, but she didn't pick up. She's angry. This is the entrance?
That makes it quicker?
That doesn't seem like it makes it quicker. I feel like that makes it longer. How many loading screens are there? I don't know. They're both pretty hard to get at her.
Wow, this is all getting too confusing to me. How did this get on? Oh, we've come out this way before.
Alright, I'm gonna try to look at the dead body.
Hey, Kuno!
Reporting in, sir.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Oh.
Kuno doesn't
Cool. Love you.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes.
I have
the body
ammonia with
below
me.
is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
I get +1.
It is all it does now.
I have +1 for having waited so long. And
Really?
Kuno fied non-vomiter. So Kuno gave us his blessing or something? Gave us an extra chance? Alright, here we go.
You crack open the ammonia ampoule and breathe in.
There we go.
The odor of death is still stronger.
Legendary success.
It's the spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the boots. This is what interests me the most.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
Where's the rest of his armor?
Indeed. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
What kind of armor is this exactly?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Knock at the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action.
Oh my god, swing pry bar at the boot.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This
Oh.
material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic.
Oh, I wish I'd swung
influenced
the
by
bar.
highly resistant wood materials,
Kim would have been
like
so impressed
lignum
with us.
viety and ebony, perhaps.
What does this remind me of?
If trees were made of porcelain, this is what the cross sections would look like. The smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice the whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination: E50, 100, 1000.
There's a serial number.
Good. Can you read it to me?
To dragon. Okay.
X5415 6745 678222. Let's lie.
Why? No. No.
That doesn't sound like a serial number.
Oh no, it's what drama told me.
Manufacturer projects. Well, no matter. We should run it anyway.
Shit! I listened to the voice in my head.
It didn't have the cadence. And
Actually, I don't know why I lied.
Manufactured item.
I don't know why I lied, Kim.
Officer, the decomposing corpse has temporarily suspended my sense of humor. Let's continue in a less playful manner. Anyway, we have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
I really love that lie.
Yeah,
like,
it's just made up a number.
X58297388225157.
So funny.
6218.
He's such a funny guy. It sounds like a Becky joke.
Yeah.
Pull off the boot.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Grab the boot.
The stench fills your nostrils.
I need
As
it more than
push
you. I'm a
down,
hobo.
An ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Stop.
The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm. Imagine that scene. Oh.
Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why? Oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, Homo!
I'm not a homo.
Stop obsessing about your sexuality, officer. You are about to seriously compromise the coroner's case.
Kim, what's a homo?
He doesn't
Indeed,
know.
from this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles.
Oh dear.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
Are we not detectives? There may be
These
clues
boots will
inside.
go super well with my bell-bottom pants.
It's an advanced enemy technology. We should construct research under their weakness. You said they're expensive? I thought I could pawn them, earn some lucre.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't even want to take them off. I just thought I should try.
Try what exactly?
I have no idea. I just do things. There's no underlying reason, Kim.
I don't think we should do anything just for the hell of it.
Oh.
Besides,
Lieutenant taps on the boot.
there's no way you are getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots for 7 days. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think they are the only thing left on him?
There might still be a way to peel them off, but first, the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't
We
around.
can get those boots after Kim goes to sleep.
Okay. And second, it would be probably better. Okay, steal a dead man's boots, but that would be dishonorable. Refuse for honor. We're not an honorable cop, that's for sure. We're pathetic. But are we? Maybe we do have honor. What is our playthrough? We're playing in a way that wants to be good.
And we want Kim to like us.
We're pathetic, but maybe we're honorable. We're honest, kind of. We're not thieves.
That's true.
We're not thieves.
And we don't need the boots.
We're beggars, not thieves.
Yeah.
Junkies steal. Hobos beg? I don't know. I don't know the hobo code. I just know I've always wanted to be one. Refuse for honor.
All right then. You can pay the hostel bill in honor points. How many honor points have you collected?
There are honor points?
They're like turbo points.
Of course there aren't. Don't be naive. You still feel as though there might be some honor points. And if there are, you've surely earned one.
What's going to happen to the boots then?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights.
How do you
Should we
afford
continue?
these?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
Yes.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
How did turbos get their turbo points?
How do they get them?
Yeah, how do they know what their balance is?
You have to ask.
Ian Kidd just asked.
Asking gives you negative 3,000 turbo points.
Snap. But then we'll tell them.
Well, it bottoms out at 2,000, so he's at negative 2,000 is your balance. So anyone who asks, there's only one answer. Negative 2,000. It's a safeguard against getting too indebted to me. These look pretty advanced for security guard. Okay, makes sense. Okay, these look pretty advanced for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
This here looks out of place here. Where's the rest of it? Scavenged by the locals? What the hell? Oh shit. Yeah, there it goes. Okay.
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't.
Okay.
We should keep a lookout for these species.
Who's to know, Yoshi?
Could yield information. This
Who's
is one
to
thing
know?
he might actually know.
Kuno might have taken them. Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there is no rest of his armor. I would do it.
No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirts we found to get to it. And this kind of armor is often worn under fabrics.
Nice. That makes sense.
What if you told him to strip before they hung him? To demean him. I can imagine that happening to me, Kim. In fact, I'll probably... the thought will haunt me from this day forward. Don't make me take off my clothes! Sir, this is a Fritz. He could have been walking around naked just like this for all we know.
A good point. He could have been intoxicated, or something we cannot yet imagine. I shouldn't have assumed so much just from the clothes.
So 0 TP is good? Well, it's safe.
That is safe.
It's a good hedging of your bets, let's say that.
What was that? Was the lieutenant just impressed by your unintuitive guess? He was.
Yay!
That was a very good point. Does this mean you're a very good detective? Possibly.
For Sorry Cop, our morale is always maxed out, healed. Like,
yeah.
Pretty much. You'd think that, like, he's doing very well. Like, I mean, he's built up a good, you know, safety net internally.
Good sense of self.
Resistance to humiliation. The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive.
Yoshi shrugged. I didn't know they existed before now. It's expensive.
I had to give someone minus 17.5 turbo points on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't remember what for.
Did they compliment you?
Maybe.
It's expensive, Lieutenant Rosaline.
Actually, maybe it was Alpha.
We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics. For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rent.
So that woman, Joyce gave us 10%, like almost a month's pay?
Damn. Cha-ching, baby.
Nods to the boots. Wait a minute, my yearly, I think I'm more impressed by that. How do I get this? Where do I get it?
Not too much, yes.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Sounds puny, no wonder I can't play the pathetic. I need to hustle more and hate less. It's enough.
The lieutenant nods, wiping his finger on his sleeve.
Where was that tree? Was it down here?
That's for us to find out. My initial I agree. This equipment is way
wanna do
beyond
the
what
other-
the guard can afford. It is.
That was the one, yeah.
We've requested for a full set.
For the northwest region of
Ka-ching, baby!
An
Nods
officer's
to the
average.
boots.
By catching, do you mean let's not log them as evidence? Let's steal them?
What was that about the constabulatory before? You need to push some buttons if you want to recruit a lieutenant in a conspiracy.
Now, one would think you need to play it straight with Kim until you found out about the hubcaps. He didn't steal those outright from the kid. He took them to log into evidence, and then once the kid was exonerated, he never asked for them back, and so Kim never offered them back.
Yeah.
He just kept them. So he seems to be the type of guy who can willingly, maybe not outright thieve, but he said, let's steal them. That is what ka-ching means, yes. No, that's not what I mean. Well, I don't want to say steal to him. That's not what I mean.
Of course.
Oh. Pull off the boot.
This feels
Again.
the stench fills.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his.
So,
Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why?
You're about to pull his head off.
do it, Homo!
Do what?
Pull his head off. There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case.
Indeed, from this angle, it doesn't.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
I'm glad to go through maybe another couple options here. These boots would go super well with my bell-bottom pants. It's advanced enemy technology. Are we not detected? There might be clues inside the boots. There's a reason.
Yes.
How many clues do you need? You already found a number. Besides,
Taps on the boot.
there's no way you're getting that.
There might still be a way to peel them off, but first, the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. Alright then, you can pay the hostel bill in honor points. Of
Yeah.
course that you still feel as though there might be some honor points.
Okay.
Processing will take care of them. With
The cadaver slowly
Alright, the belt.
twists. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch.
Looks like a tool of the trade for a lorry man.
This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo
Whoa.
under six-rotor airships. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
What was it? A word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
This is a bad time for a drink, right?
extremely.
Don't ask how we know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting. I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is the reinforced kind for an air transport. My brain tells me so. Then again, what do? I don't even know. I want both of these. I don't even know what an airship is.
I really like my brain tells me
My brain
so.
tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
So we're assuming the dock workers from the harbor did it? They sure wanted him to stay up there. The rope is reinforced with steel wiring. How'd they even get him up there? How'd they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
They couldn't have climbed up the tree.
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the bell to close the buckle.
He makes a pulling motion.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory.
They sure wanted him to stay up there. Nods solemnly.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed. I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
No. You feel like it was something else. But what?
I feel like it was something else. My brain told me.
Yes, it often is. This bed worries me.
I
I was
also
afraid it would be. I'm still approaching.
No,
I also want to say
feel
that I'm lumbering from one
like it
moment to
was
the
something
next.
else.
Both things.
We all are.
Oh,
This bed worries me.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt.
the tattoos.
An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Oh.
Is this a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
That would be quite the tattoo. A star map on your body.
I'm sure
Just
people have
dots.
it.
Just look like you have tons of moles.
Oh,
As if
like
someone
that?
left
Like
out
me.
most of the night sky, filtering it through personal choice. The principle of this filter remains unknown to you. The thought dissipates, and you feel as though you were only half right.
I'm missing something here.
So enough.
That was really loud.
Yeah.
Kim, that was just his coat jacket. Suddenly the ring fills the air as Luna pulls down a zipper on his
Sure
orange
did.
jacket.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigger Sunshine. Mini.
Triggered is the world's leading manufacturer of intercommunication devices, primarily projectors. The camera before you looks familiar somehow.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
He produces two metal-capped ampules and clicks them into place on the side of the apparatus. A thin slot shines there.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
He points at the camera, the corpse peering into it, then the lens needs adjusting. Then,
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
we lived in a time where you actually had flashes that broke after use. Remember those little... Did you ever have a camera with a little square? And then you put it on top?
Yeah.
And then it flashes and you have
It
to
never
rotate it
worked.
to the... Oh, they did work. I mean, but you only had 4 shots with each little square.
Really?
Yeah. It breaks the flash each time.
Whoa, we had that, but yeah, I never knew what it was for.
Yeah, for old instant cameras.
In case we need it.
We also lived in a time where phones were on walls, and you had to answer them if they rang.
And you didn't know who it was!
And you didn't even know who it was, and you still answered it anyways.
Oh my god. And also, my parents never knew where I was. Like,
Ever, yeah.
as a teenager, it'd be like, I'm going over to whoever's house. And a lot of times I didn't. What?
And you're a girl. You shouldn't have done that. Cool machine.
Yes. It is pretty cool, isn't it?
I love Kim. What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
You have nothing to say.
What?
You have nothing
Oh.
to say to us.
Can I have it? I should look at
'Cause
it
he
later
doesn't have
without the corpse smell. Can I have it? I can ask. We did have to rotate dials on phones.
Yep.
Can I have it?
Sure. Just
Yay! Oh, the picture. I wanted your camera. He hands you the piece of rolled up toilet paper, no larger than a pack of cigarettes.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess. Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
This man enjoyed the moment of his death. Or, tell me, who are you, dead man? Talked in your dreams.
The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Failed an almost guaranteed check.
I was gonna say, like, have we saved? Can we save? And I was like,
I don't wanna, I know, I'm living
We
this.
see. He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
He enjoyed the moment of his death.
Why do you think so?
Intuition. I don't know. He
Why
enjoyed
do you
it.
think so?
For supernatural reasons?
There are no supernatural
Oh.
reasons.
How about the
Why do
third
you
one,
think
Kim? Intuition.
Okay.
Yes. None of them were
The
consequential.
corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark.
Squint and take a step back.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. This is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration?
Whoa, I wonder if that's true. On a corpse, pink is where the blood settled after the first hours of post-mortem.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck,
So he definitely
just
died
above the
hanging.
noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His face and hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
Relax your eyes.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. Yep. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, neck are discolored. Cover your nose. Something's coming out of him. He's beaten up. See the bruises? Alright. I think he's dead.
I agree.
There are crow's feet.
We did good. We impressed
He's
him.
laughing silently.
They're crying, so he's laughing.
His personality is no longer a part of the world.
Totally dead.
oh, I love you.
The world no longer stores his personality in its composition. There was time for that, and it ended 7 days ago. Too heavy to say that. Totally. This Buster's not coming back. Deady, dead, dead, dead. What is dead anyway? I think just mirror Kim. This is the, yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
Can we say absolutely? Oh my god. I think he was upright after death. My brain told me so.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
Maybe he was strangled?
Yes, there's always a chance we are wrong. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
Something's coming out of him.
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
Goddamn right I'm faggot. Turns around and yells. Or maybe we went to the toilet sometime before death. We got lucky. We got lucky.
Oh god.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
I wonder what happens when you choose and say that you are.
Yeah. I mean, you can try, right?
I don't want to. It's not our character.
Okay.
Doesn't match. He's beaten up. See those bruises?
I do. Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them.
Yeah.
The delinquents have made our jobs
Kuno.
harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
She's making me crave more moments.
Oh man, yeah.
Back off.
But
Catch
there
your
is
breath.
no breath to catch.
How do we get
Only
him?
the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils.
How do we get
He
him down?
slowly rotates before you.
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
Okay.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt.
Yep, all done.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And
Put
even
Kuno on
if
our
we do,
shoulders.
there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
Can't someone else do it? We could saw the branch. Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. Or we should shoot him down. We could ask for help from the harbor. Yeah, maybe we should shoot him down.
Yeah, bang bang time, pig. Shoot his head off.
How?
With
Bang,
the buckle
bang
tied
time.
the rope to the branch. That's a good spot to aim.
Yeah, the buckle. Aim at that. You just shoot up there, maybe. Point toward the branch.
Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree.
Hey, buddy, come on down.
If the shot hits that, then there might be a small chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss. The pigs will miss, Kuno.
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst thing that could happen?
True.
Wait, let me try. Wait, let me try.
The lieutenant's
That might
brow
convince him
is
to do it.
furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Take the shot.
I'll blow his head off.
Take it. Take the shot.
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips
Kim
his
is the
jacket
best.
and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Say nothing.
He's gonna fucking miss.
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly pops in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Aww.
he feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight.
Aww.
Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking idiot. Look at that asshole.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised.
Looks around at the windows around the yard.
Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
Okay. Don't console him. What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Can I have the gun? I should try.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
Shrugs and proceeds to load the pistol.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
Come on.
Are you gonna try?
Yep. Hey, buddy.
Oh my
Hope I don't die.
They only have one gun.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Wait, there you go.
Take it, you fucking banana boyka. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Close your left eye first. Point the gun at Cohen. Hand-eye coordination, pull the trigger. Low chance. Give the gun back. Don't shoot.
So that's a red check.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
It's a 1 chance. Close your left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the morning light as the
Is this gonna
corpse
hurt our
slowly
chances?
rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sync up,
Ooh.
dancing hypnotically.
Oh.
As you wait, your breathing slows down. Some mosquito-like organism buzzes in your peripheral.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
We have a 28% chance of doing it. This just doesn't match our character to do this, unfortunately. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh. Oh.
There was blood.
A pool of smoke erupts from the barrel.
I
Your
shot
hand
the
goes
corpse.
numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened. You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood,
This
only
isn't good.
murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
I am very sorry for this.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry, I knew it! What a mulko!
Are you? Because it sort of feels like you are. Please don't cry.
Start crying. I'm gonna cry.
It feels dry. Nothing comes out of you as you stretch and bend your face into a crying shape. You're too furious to cry, apparently.
I can't even cry. Throw a gun at them. No, try harder. Try really hard to cry.
The lieutenant watches you jerk some tears, your shoulders shaking and your eyes dry. The gun begins to slip from your fingers.
Malonda, the can't even cry!
I'm trying!
The lieutenant gently picks his gun from your hand and holsters it.
We still need to get him down somehow.
Tired now.
how?
Stench makes him turn away from the corpse, but how?
The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
How do we get inside the harbor?
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
But won't it be dangerous?
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
What's wrong with being indebted?
He's a dangerous and corrupt man, and we cannot predict what he will want from us in return.
Yeah, don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
We are.
It's true. Let's get to it.
Honorable one, you have accumulated a substantial amount of honor points on your life path. You are a man most virtuous.
There were honor points? I only try my best. It's the most any of us can do. Hold your horses. This is a mistake. Honor is meaningless to me.
Oh, that's not what I
Wait,
meant.
there are honor points?
Of course there were honor points. Did you think no one was paying attention to all of your honorable deeds, Honorable One?
I only try my best.
Oh, the modesty on this one. Another 10 honor points for you, sir.
I wonder where we got our honor. Maybe from, like, returning the pin. Maybe we got an honor point from...
Deciding not to steal the boots.
Maybe that.
You are on the fast track to becoming one of the rarest, most revered of all police officers, an honor cop.
I didn't want this. I really don't care about honor at all.
You continue to display such humility. This is to be admired. Refusing praise for your personal integrity is most honorable indeed.
Oh yeah,
What do you think
he does
about
like to
this?
play when he's like this sometimes. Forgot about that.
Do you want to play? There you go, my boy.
Quite interested in that, actually. He's batting at it. Yeah, we could probably
Come here.
get them to see him.
There you go.
That was pretty nice. Little kitty arms coming up. This honor thing feels overwhelming. Maybe I should open my heart to it?
Good. You feel its presence. Now you are ready for the right of honor. Even among the honorable, only the most dignified are deemed worthy. But you, O Honorable One, have excelled in honor. Honor comes from deep within you, and to truly know oneself, to know one's honor, one must reach deep within oneself and touch one's honor.
Am I gonna need lubrication for this? Okay.
You need to bring the thumb of your right hand, your sword hand, to your rectum and stick it in there to form the Arch of Honors.
What?
It's done the... When games do this, when they are... Not many games have done it. When it feels like I'm in such simpatico with the game. It very much happened a lot of Undertale.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
For honor.
Just like that, outside with the with the people. All I've ever wanted to do is live with dignity, to die with honor, stick your thumb in your ass. This is a trick question. I think we weren't supposed to do this if we really want to go down honor path. But I listen to what people tell me to do.
What are you doing?
I'm honoring myself, Lieutenant. Lieutenant jumps away from you. Nothing. You wouldn't understand. It's an honor thing. Who, me? Nothing. I'm doing nothing, Kim. Scratching my ass. What's the big deal? I'm honoring myself, Lieutenant.
I can see that. But do you have to do it where everyone can see you?
He looks shocked.
Have you no self-control?
Then
Please spare me this sight.
Oh my god.
The lieutenant is a noble man, but he does not know honor like you and I do.
Yes.
Best not to waste time trying to explain. Lead by example.
I'm sorry.
Congratulations, Honorable One. You have become a member of a noble faculty. A man kneels, an honor cop rises.
First the first crying, now this, what a scene.
Go forth and commit even more honorable deeds. And should your resolve ever waver, remember the right of honor. It will always cleanse a man's soul.
Does that heal our morale?
It is an honor to serve with you, honor cop.
Did not. We have 3 of 5 right now.
Okay, we have a point to be able to open up one of these over here now.
Ah.
And I think I will to start working on one of these things, because I want Head in the Clouds -1 logic for this temporary research. Oh, I don't want that. Honor glands. -4 drama, dishonorable to lie.
For 20 minutes.
For 20 minutes, we won't be able to lie or do anything. They say nameless heroes need no credit. Doing the right thing is reward enough. But deep down, an honorable man knows there will be a reward. Oh yes, the honorable shall inherit the world, and you comp to honor, will lead the charge of your thumb held high. What you need, what you need is a creed, an oath, a great oath of honor. Flex your honor glands, see if you can come up with something. Here we go. I'm gonna do my best to be honorable. The other one I wanted to work on was the looking for this. The precarious world makes you fail checks. I want this one so I can start looking for that thing.
Aqua.
Yeah.
Yes?
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry you had to see me be honorable in front of you.
The man before you is naked, but...
I didn't know you dislike honor. I'm sorry. Hey, Kuno's not throwing stones at anyone. Oh, yes, he is.
Kuno care? Kuno doesn't...
You would have thought these two would have had something to say about my honorable maneuver.
Boy, squeal pig.
Alright, I'm getting a bad attack of allergies right now.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't know why. Usually Hugo, like, cats don't affect me, but it's probably a good time to end anyways. We got quite a bit done. We're very honorable after today.
Oh, you didn't take your allergy pill.
The sublingual, that's not an allergy pill.
Oh, right. I know how it works.
Yeah, we went pretty long today, so you did a good job. Is there anything we wanted to do before we ended? Any housekeeping?
There's an interactable.
What? Oh, really? Oh, the picture. No, yeah. Interact. Lieutenant Kitsuragi snapped this photo of the hangman's tattoos displayed in a web. Blah, blah.
An intricate
It looks quite
web
cool.
of
It
blue
said.
lines stretches across the torso of the hanged man. From the right, it still kind of looks like a map of the stars in the night sky.
What's the meaning of his tattoo?
For you to discover. You've gotten as far as you will without assistance. Someone close to the victim might know. Someone who knows about history.
Are you?
Gone.
Alright. Yeah, it says, you have to admit, it looks quite cool, this tattoo.
I like to think we're quoting Kim. Quite cool.
We cried and honored ourselves.
We did. And we inspected the corpse, which is what we wanted to do.
Mm-hmm. We actually did accomplish some stuff.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk to them yet.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
One other thing, did we retry the door? And we don't know what...
You see, a heavy steel, the door does not. The cobalt blue.
Yeah, we don't know what's going to get us in there. Yeah, great game.
Yeah.
So much fun. Love it when writing surprises me, and both surprises me at the same time as satisfying me, like, or rather falling right into where I wanted it to go.
Yeah. It makes you giggle.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, it's really interesting how they've organized this. It seems that a lot of things, now that we've got the map, like the game is about just leveling up in a way. I mean, there are red checks that forever fail and you can never try again, but so many are redoable. And so like with time, you can this be played like, maybe I don't want to know the answer now, but I do wonder if you can just play this for like almost infinite days, or are we on a clock? Is there a certain number of days that go by before like, yeah, well, you failed to solve the case?
Yeah.
Period. There must be. I bet you there is.
I feel like there's gotta be.
And I also believe that that's probably not necessarily a failure. Like, that's just that's just your story.
That was your experience.
Your detective
did
not investigate, did not complete the mission, but found out the, like, secret of the curse, and, like, you know.
I don't want to know the answer.
Yeah, I don't want to know either, really. I'll discover as we go, but,
yeah.
So much fun. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time on Video Games Awesome Live. This was the 5th episode in like a week of Disco Elysium.
So good.
See you later. Bye-bye.